Hi, Maria-Ines here. So, you have figured out what your secret weapon, your secret sauce, your zone of genius is, and you have figured out who that ideal person, client, customer is. Now what? Well, today we're going to talk about how to bring the two together so that you can have a cohesive strategy behind your brand. So stay tuned. So, if you haven't watched the videos about how to find your secret weapon and how to find more of those ideal clients for your small business, watch these videos here because they're going to help you understand the basis of this video. What I want to do today is I want to use my own examples of three different stages that I went through to understand how I brought these two things together into the brand that is my brand today. So the first example is before. So it's almost like a before, what happened and how it was my business before I did any of this work. So I started my entrepreneurship journey as a photographer, and I had a studio basically in my house, right? So I was constrained to four walls, and I was doing everything and anything. I was shooting newborns, I was shooting portraits, I was shooting pregnancy, I was shooting weddings, I was shooting anything and everything. I think at some point I even did product photography. Nothing wrong with that. My point is I wasn't specializing on anything, or I didn't really know, anything about niching or whatever. So, and I was also not really putting the value of the work that I was doing out there. Therefore, I was attracting people who thought, oh, I just need a quick shot. And, anything more than €1 is just too much, basically. I mean, the kind of people that were coming to me were people who were bargaining. Anything that I put out there was too much for them. So they always bargained for price. So that was one thing. What was wrong here? I didn't know what a secret sauce was, and I didn't know who I wanted to serve so that what I was offering was the right type of offer for those right people. The second example is one step forward, right? So I took an online business course, and in it they had some exercises about finding out what truly you wanted. And one of the things that I really quickly realized is that one of the most important things for me was to have freedom of movement, freedom of location, freedom of time, freedom. Because, for example, personally, my family lives all over the world, so I needed to be able to pick up and go and be there whenever they needed me or just to visit them. On the other hand, my partner, he has work everywhere. Like at the end of last year, beginning of this year, we were in Cyprus for a few months. So I wanted to be able to just, again, pick up my computer, be able to continue working from anywhere in the world. So freedom was really important to me. So when that happened, basically I said, okay, I'm just going to start a website designing business because I had already done like 3 of my own websites for my photography business. And I was like, I can do this. So I put together a beautiful website. It was really nice looking. I mean, I can do a good job, but it was from a lot of inspiration, not to say copy, from other people and what I thought was beautiful and what I thought, it looked good. It was trendy. So there was a lot of flowers. There was a lot of like white, beautiful desks with big, huge computers, which I didn't have. And it really didn't resonate with me. And it just really wasn't me. But one of the things that I quickly realized is that the people that I was attracting because of this website being so girly and being so beautiful and being so pink and being so white and being so, you know, I was also attracting those kind of people. And there's nothing wrong with them. I had amazing clients when I first started. But one of the things that I realized is that their personalities didn't match with my personality. And by that, I mean that, for example, a lot of the people who know me, my friends and people who have worked with me, they actually tell me, oh, you're such a natural cheerleader. And it's true. I will cheer you on to the end of times. But I also found myself realizing that what my clients needed at that time was not only cheering on. I realized that I was giving them these beautiful websites and they were still afraid of, showing themselves. They were afraid of the positioning they wanted to be. They wanted to become leaders in their field, but they were, afraid, but not because they didn't have what it takes, but because they were getting in their own way. So the cheerleader in me got upset about this because I was like, I know you have it in you. I know you can be amazing. And, I just wanted to like shake them down and be like, listen, honey, You have to get out of your own way. You have to do it this way. You have to, not complicate things and just go for it. Keep trying, keep testing, and you'll see that, then you'll get results. But the kind of people that were coming to me were people that were more sensitive, that were more gentle, that were more needed more hand holding, and not this like tough love thing that was brewing inside of me. So what I want to say with this is that I realized then that I needed to really hone down and what are those kind of people who are still amazing, who are still go-getters, who are still afraid of everything, but they still take action. And that even though I am cheering them on, I can also tell them in their faces, listen, honey, you're getting in your own way. Like, stop it and move on. Keep going, stop complaining, and keep at it, right? Because those are the kind of people that I have now and that I feel comfortable just telling them, listen, I'm going to be, tough cookie right now, but you need to hear this. And they actually appreciate it and thank you. So again, in this example, what you see is that even though I had the wrong brand, I started realizing who I was and what my secret sauce was. So there's, one of two at least. Now, the final example is basically what's happening now, right, with my brand. Now, if you go to my website, you're going to see my brand, which I adore. I'm so happy about it. I'm so proud of it. And you may not like it, but that is fine. That's exactly what I want to portray, that I want to show. And that's the reaction that I actually want. I want people who adore it. And I want people to be like, oh my God, that is just so many colors, right? Because that's exactly who I am. I am all about travel. I am all about, carefree life. I am all about enjoying life. I'm all about, not taking life so seriously sometimes. And then when you have to take it seriously, then you go for it, right? Because we all want these businesses to work. But I also want to do it with a little bit of spice and a little bit of fun and a little bit of, my sense of humor and a little bit of a glass of wine. But what the point of this is also that the people that I'm attracting are amazing for me because they are exactly the people that I know I can help. They are like, I cannot do any wrong in their eyes. And it's because we're so connected, we're so linked, we're so in the same vibe that we understand each other like this very, very quickly. Like one of the most amazing clients I have at the moment is a person that actually literally came off of my ideal client avatar exercises. I wrote down, as I suggest in my previous video, I wrote down a profile of a real person, which actually was me a few years back. And then when I had that, I was able to easier create a person that actually exists and not some random abstract person that maybe does not exist or is a combination of, little bits of pieces of different people. But this person is actually literally like, it's like somebody with a little wand, like made her into a real person. And it's just like every client that I get, every new client becomes closer and closer to that ideal, dreamy client that I want to keep on working with. So 2 of 2, because now I understand what my secret sauce is, right? I know that I'm intuitive. I know that I'm tough cookie, that I can tell you, that I can give you that gentle push that you need to get out there and be the leader in your field that I know and deep inside that you can be. So all those things about myself, I know, and I know how to engage them and use them to both for my benefit, but also for my clients' benefits, which at the end is what I want, right? And then on the other hand, the second part of that is that I know who my clients are and they can connect with me because I am speaking their language. I am speaking their desires. I am speaking their fears. I am speaking their language. So I hope that with these 3 examples, I'm able to show you where you are in your journey, where it might be the area that you need to tweak a little bit so that you're actually creating that brand that both connects with your strengths, your personality strengths, and also with that thing that your clients are looking for, and that you can find that middle ground where both connect and where everything makes sense. Everything will just like naturally evolve from that. So I cannot wait to hear what you are changing, what you're adapting, the realizations that you're getting from this video. And stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to pull the curtain and I'm going to talk all about my own rebrand experience, the things I went through, the tips that I have, lessons learned, why I should have done it earlier, why I didn't do it earlier, etc., etc. So really stay tuned for that because it's going to be juicy. All right, that's it for me today. See you later. Bye.